welcome to a very special episode here. We got my brother. He's not really much of a gamer, but...
At all.
No, not at all.
I couldn't even make it past the first level on most of them.
Yeah, well, we'll get to all that. There's plenty of time for that.
Okay.
So, we're going to talk about a few games that I've already done my reviews on. Now we're going to focus on something where we're going to actually look at what a non-gamer thinks of these games. We're not going to go as in-depth as I did, but we'll see how it goes. And the first game we're going to take a look at, everybody, is, you know this game, 10-Yard Fight. Here it is. It's kind of a... It was on the Nintendo NES. One of the launch titles, and as y'all remember, I did not really care for it. But before we get into that, I'm going to introduce you officially to my brother. His name is Brad. We don't have an official nickname on the channel for him yet, but we'll get to that in due time. So,
it works.
It works.
Just call me B-Rad.
B-Rad? I'm not calling you B-Rad. Call you B.
Alright.
Like I did when I was a kid.
I'm good with that.
So, anyways, try to explain your, what's the word I'm looking for here? Expertise in gaming, even though you really don't have it.
Well, out of the 3 games we have here, the first one you want to talk about, let me go ahead and tell y'all. It's the only one I actually made it to the end. That's how slow it is.
What type of games have you played before?
Golf, a little bit of football, a little bit of baseball. But the game I mostly played ever is golf. I mean, I've played several, but never really stuck with one. Never.
Yeah, growing up, we used to play a lot of fighting games, first-person shooters, and he didn't like playing because...
I always got beat.
Yeah.
Always.
But he did like playing against Ben for a while. He beat Ben for a long while until Ben got older.
Yeah, well. That's what happens when you don't play games and you play with a young kid. But we won't go there.
Yeah, so as he said, the first game he played, he was actually able to beat that one. And this game here was the one that got my worst review. I mean, even on the back of the thing, the box, it says, "You're the quarterback in this amazingly real football game." Yeah, amazingly real my ass.
In the 70s, maybe.
This came out in 85.
I wasn't even born yet, so.
Actually, I wasn't born when that game came out either.
Well, it's so slow paced, even I could beat it. That's where it's. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it did suck. But so you didn't like the graphics at all in this game?
No, but I bet it was something back in the day. No, I'm used to more the modern looking stuff.
Yeah, I probably should have showed you the arcade. The arcade was actually better at graphics. But we didn't play the 2-player on this. We discussed it, and I decided not to, mostly because...
I'd have lost.
Well, besides that. The single player sucked so horribly, I did not want to subject either one of us any further to this monstrosity of a game. But... So, yeah. Did you, did the controls feel good to you when you were actually playing this?
Oh, yeah, it felt just small in my hands.
Well, yeah. 1 second. I'll show you guys. I've got a controller right here.
Back in the day, you know, they just...
Yeah, this was actually our first console we got when we were kids. Still have it.
But it just feels...
That's the controller.
It's
even small in my hand, and I got tiny hands.
Yeah. It ain't nothing like a PlayStation controller, I promise you. Nothing at all.
No, but this is what we grew up playing. Mario, Duck Hunt. I have a gun too. Yeah. And I got it to work.
That's a game we should have played. I could actually do that. Except when a little dog laughs at me, I don't like it.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. But yeah, so that's the. Alright. I mean, was there anything that you did like about this game? Anything at all?
It didn't take me long to beat it.
That's the only thing you liked?
I wanted it to be over. I wanted it to be over.
Longest hour and a half of your life.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because this thing is horrible. I mean, I've already showed y'all everything. I mean, oh, let me read something else to you that's on the back of this thing. After the first part, it says, enjoy realistic gridiron action as you move your team up and down the field to victory. Realistic, huh?
Yeah.
Did they ever watch football?
It wasn't in color like this, I don't think.
In the 80s, you sure it was.
Yeah, I mean, if they watched football, this had nothing. I mean, kinda. But
Anyways, it says run, pass, kick, punt. You call the plays in this true-to-life football game. Play against the computer or against a friend for hours of real football action. The sights, the sounds, and the plays are so real, you'll think you're right on the 50-yard line. No,
no,
they've never been to a game.
you don't pick a play. He says hut, and you hit A or B. You don't pick any play. It's the same one every time.
Absolutely terrible. I mean, they could have at least made
I
something
mean,
a little
you
better.
can't even go for a 2-point conversion. It makes you punt.
I don't know if you can or not. If you can, I never figured it out. I was just worried about winning, so I didn't really care. I mean, they do have a world record on this that I tried to go for. I think it's 72 points. Most I can get was 45.
I didn't gonna go there because I think my score was still low.
I don't remember what your score was. It's been a minute since
But
I
it
had
wasn't,
you play this game.
It wasn't very, very high.
No. But no, I watched the video
Hey,
on the guy that...
You don't have to agree with me. Just that's a little uncalled for. I'm not a gamer. Yay, Brad, for beating it.
You got something out of it, I guess. I mean, you were able to beat the new football games, though.
Yeah, on the easiest difficulty level there is.
This one, the levels just get harder. That's all it's for.
Yeah.
There is no difficulty choice. Which, I mean, you know, it is what it is. So.
Didn't care for it too much. Didn't care.
No, I didn't either. That's why I only gave it a 2 out of 10. What would you rate it if you were going to rate it?
From somebody that don't play video games and I beat it, that's a 10 all day long. But the graphics and everything...
It's a 10! Just because you beat it! Just because he beat it, he's going to give it a 10.
I'm just saying.
How about the sound effects with that?
Yeah, not so much. Let's not get too in depth with it. I'm just saying, I beat that one. I'm good. That's a 10, but if I didn't beat it, yeah, it's terrible. 1, maybe anywhere from a 1 to a 3. Realistically,
I mean, we could always break it out and play the 2-player portion.
I'd rather not.
Rather try to be a St. Bernard trying to fit through a cat door?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because this
Yep.
is pretty bad.
I'm going out with that one as a winner. Yes,
At
sir.
least you get to go out with something as a winner.
That's cold-hearted. Cold-hearted.
If you say so.
Yeah, that one, it was very different for me because I've never played a football game that old. Never.
I've never played a football game this old. The oldest I ever played was Tecmo Bowl over at Alicia's. You played it over there?
I don't remember. I'm talking about like NFL Blitz for Sega. Something like that. Where they had like 4 linemen and...
That's about what this was. Just, I made a joke in my review video. I asked if I was wondering if Madden had taken this code and that's what they used for their games, because most of their games suck. The only good thing about that is you get to play as your favorite players.
Yeah.
But yeah, this kind of reminds me of that, because when you throw a pass, if there's a defender there, it's an interception. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Yeah, I threw a lot of those too. Just so we're clear.
Yeah, on the easiest difficulty too. Just saying.
Okay. All right. That's hateful. That's hateful. I can't deal with this. Oh.
Just wait till we get to the bigger consoles where the games actually get more in depth.
I play on the easy level.
If they have one, you got games like Final Fantasy that don't.
Now see, we're getting a little ahead of the game. I can practice first. Lots and lots of practice before we do this again.
Negative. Because this is kind of a first thoughts type of thing. Because you don't have a lot of gaming experience. Most of yours is in sports.
Golf.
I'm trying to think if you played any.
Need for Speed.
Yeah.
That's
a sports game though.
But Road Rash too.
Also a sports game. Great game though. I have that game. The first one. I don't think I have Road Rash 2. Road Rash 2 is the one that you had on Sega. Yeah, I don't have that one.
That was back in the day.
Yeah, way back in the day. Don't remind me. They can already see with all the gray.
Alright, let's get back to the games.
So yeah, this game is terrible. We're not even gonna... Yeah, I'm done with that game. Moving on. Well, now that we've discussed that game enough, we're gonna move on to the next game, which is an old classic. Like the greatest classic ever. I actually enjoy this game. Again, another game. Again, we thought about doing the 2-player, but decided not to. There's really no point. It's the same game, whether you play 2-player or single player. So, but that game is Asteroids for the Atari 7800. And yeah, the look on your face when I handed you the controller for that. What was that about?
I didn't know what I was going to do with it.
It's an interesting controller.
Yeah. It's it was special.
It actually makes the game a lot harder than it has to be.
And I didn't say nothing when I played it because I didn't want to look like a retard. But I was moving the joystick up and down and it wasn't going nowhere. You got to actually push it. Oh.
Yeah, but you don't want to push it hard enough to break it, which is a big concern whenever you're playing with it.
I'm over here dying and I can't even move.
Wow, I didn't know you were doing all that.
No, sometimes some things you just got to keep to yourself most of the time.
Yeah, supposedly you can plug in the a Sega Genesis or Sega Master System controller into that console and it'll work.
Well, why didn't you give me that?
Because you got to play it on the original hardware.
Oh, Lord.
Plus, the Sega Genesis controller didn't really work. You just bounced all over the place. You know the little teleport deal? Yeah, you boom, 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 and all of a sudden you die. It don't work at all. It was
Well,
bad.
the only time I teleported, I died anyway. So
yeah. But that was, the look on your face was funny because you were like,
what am I going to do with
What
this?
is
I really
this?
didn't know.
But yeah. So, I didn't mention the back of the box, but it says it's your only way out of this cloud of hurtling astral bodies. Peripheral vision, lightning reflexes, and cool control. That's what it takes to save your ship and your life.
For me, not so much. I think I made it to the second level one time.
Yeah.
Once.
You actually got up to 4,400 points, too.
I thought it was 2,400.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't very high.
I could have sworn you got up to 40. No, it was 24.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh. Let me see if I can beat this. Yeah, his score was
65, I think.
Yeah.
And I got to the third level. Yeah, third level.
Not me.
The most points I've ever managed to get was on the hardest difficulty, which you weren't on. You were on intermediate. I was able to get all the way up to 10,000.
Hang on. So there was one under what I was playing on?
Yeah, it's like novice or something.
Once again, can we start there next time?
I don't think it would have helped. I'm just saying.
There you go with that again. Cut me deep.
Yeah, that's not possible.
Anyway, back to the game.
How was the controls on this one?
Like I said at first, I didn't.
Well, I'm talking about it once you figured it out.
Oh yeah, I just kept going off and on the screen, off and on the screen, and then I tried to turn around and get hit by an asteroid. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the controls, I found them a little floaty when I played it.
Yeah,
but yeah. You figured that out quick when he flying across the screen. He's like, woo, woo, stop.
Yeah, it was special. Yeah. I'd go out of the picture, come back in, go out of the picture, come back in. And then I got to where I'd slow down a little bit and he'd glide and then I'd crash. So.
Yeah. This game takes a lot of practice, and there's one thing I learned about this game whenever I was doing my review. I think I mentioned it to y'all, but this game is a little different from the 2600 and the arcade versions. They have a shield that you can activate on the ship. This one, for whatever reason, has the stupid teleport deal that... Yeah, that's horrible, because sometimes you'll just teleport in the middle of open space and then die. Nothing around you, just die.
Yeah, I think I'd have been alright if I had a shield.
It only lasts for a few seconds.
That would give me a few more seconds to shoot an asteroid.
But the graphics on the arcade version and the 2600 version are absolutely dreadful. They're not even worth playing. I've played both versions. They're terrible.
Not me. That's the first time I've ever played asteroids.
That I tell you, he's definitely not a gamer if he's never played this classic. I mean, yeah, that's pretty sad.
This was my first time.
This was an arcade still when we were growing up. Of course, we didn't get to go to arcades much, but because the nearest arcade to us was in Shreveport or Bossier.
I don't know. I went a couple times, but
yeah. By the time we were in high school and could drive, most arcades had already closed down.
except the bowling alley.
That's not an arcade, though.
Well, it had arcade games,
Yeah,
but I stuck with air hockey.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we thought about doing the 2-player on this, like I said, and it wouldn't have been a fair match, so I just decided not to.
Here we go again.
Being honest.
I'd have skull drug you. I promise you.
You got 2,400 points at your highest. I managed to hit 65 just toying around with it.
Look, okay. See, what I was doing, I was wanting... I ain't even gonna lie. That was the best I had. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, I'm glad he turned that one off.
Yeah. I could have made him keep going. Thought about it.
No. I just kept getting giggles out of him. He was laughing.
Yeah, especially when you go flying off screen. And then come flying back in and hit the alien. and his little flying saucer. Flying saucers.
But I got him. It
does count the points if you run into him.
I got him.
It's just not the way I would go about it. I'd actually try to shoot him before I did that. Just saying.
I got to get him where I can. I mean, think about it. Because when I did figure out he spins around, also, I would go in circles and then try to come back. And yeah, I'd crash there too. But, yeah, I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all.
Yeah. But the graphics were decent, though. For an Atari.
You know, it wasn't bad.
I mean, you could actually tell what a rock was. It looked like a rock, kind of like a rock. And you knew what a flying saucer was.
Purple.
I would call it blue.
It looked purple to me.
Yeah, I mean, if you say so. So the controls are floaty. Graphics ain't too bad. There's no story though. But I mean, the first game we looked at didn't have a story either.
No.
So I actually think that there is a story though in the game manual. That is not the game manual. Where's my game manual? Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties. Here we go. Okay, yeah. I think that's the story. It says, asteroids plunge at you. Trapped in a gigantic cloud of asteroids, your struggling spaceship hurls towards its doom. Okay.
Not much of a story there.
No. You'll have to pulverize all the asteroids with your photon cannon to save your ship and your life. Rubble from an exploding asteroid bounces off your... Yeah, this is crap. Oh, they're alien robot saucers. Not just flying saucers, alien robot saucers. And now they're calling it an asteroid cloud. That's not much of... Yeah, no. It's a terrible story. They could have done better. But granted, this game, when did it first come out? 1978? I want to say it's when it first came out. This one came out in 1986, but the original, which was with vector graphics, which was just all they did for the arcade version was draw lines, and that was it. I mean, if it wasn't for the lines, you wouldn't be able to tell what was what on the screen. They stuck true to the triangle, though. They did do that. So if you had to rate this, how would you rate it?
A 1.
1? It's a shooter. Everyone likes shooters.
Everyone but me. I couldn't beat it.
There's no beating this. You just play till you die. So
and I did it very quickly. Very, very quickly.
I mean, the first time he booted it up, he died within a minute.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was bad. Most 5-year-olds could probably get through that faster.
Cuts deep. Cuts real deep.
It don't. I mean, we could always compete to see who would win.
Really? Really?
What?
We already know the answer. Not me.
At any rate, I don't know if there's anything else we could really add to this one because there's not a whole lot to this game. It's pretty simple.
Nope. You shoot balls that fly at you. Shoot asteroids.
Just about to say balls.
Asteroids. When you shoot them, they split apart. They kill you. The little purple or blue, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know what color they are.
Alien robot saucers. Yeah, they kill you too.
They can shoot back though.
But none of them ever shot me.
Oh, we need to put it back in then and put it on the hardest difficulty. They aim right at you.
I'm good where I stand. 2400. Yay me.
Yeah, we need to put that up on the board.
I don't think so. I don't think so. We're not advertising that no more. No further than this video right here. I promise you.
Well, this video's going to YouTube.
Edit. Cut.
Don't cut that. Matt, don't cut that. Leave it in there.
That's terrible.
Well, it is what it is. So, I mean, I can't even think of anything else to add to this game. I gave it a 6 when I played it, but I like shooters and I wasn't too horrible at it. Like I said, I played it on the hardest difficulty, so 10,000 points was the most I could get. Now, if I went to the easiest difficulty, I can get a lot. Like a lot.
That's why I got 2400. It was on the hardest setting.
No,
He didn't tell
It was on
me.
intermediate. The level up from the easiest.
Yep. Not gonna let me have one of them, are you? Not gonna let me have one. I don't play video games. But I did giggle a lot when I started going off. I can't tell y'all enough that was.
That was funny. I wished I'd ever had the camera on recording that, because that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it a 1.
A 1. Of course it'd be a 1. It is what it is.
What do you want from me?
Alright. Now that we've talked about the first 2 games, we're going to move on to the last game, which is Choplifter. Yay! I actually really enjoyed this game. If I remember correctly, I think I gave it an 8. Not really sure. I might have to consult my notes. Been a minute since I did this one. About a month. But, as y'all remember, this game actually is a shooter / action adventure, I guess you could call it, since you collect people and return them to your base. Not really sure how you would view that, but again, I'm going to read the back of this box as well. It says, Mana Chopper in the nation's top action adventure. Well, that answered that question. Maybe I should have read the box to begin with. The leading home computer game in the US has just become even better, with more detailed graphics, more geographic locations, even more challenging maneuvers. Not really sure about all that. If you're not familiar with the scenario, here's how it goes. Pockets of international hostages are trapped all across the world, in the Middle East, in the South Seas. What South Seas? In a secret base somewhere in a cavern. Yeah, that one sucks. You man a helicopter rescue team. More like one-man action adventure, but whatever. And your job is to take your helicopter down. Why would you take your helicopter down? Rescue the hostages and fly them back to safety, all the while dodging and destroying dangerous enemy fire. An action-packed helicopter game at its best. I'm not sure about half of that, but I actually enjoyed the game, so. And, the first time our non-gamer, B-Rad, whatever the hell you want to call him, played it, we played the 2-player. He was a little toasty when he played that. He actually did better drunk. If I remember correctly, he got to the 2nd level.
Woohoo!
But I had him play this not that long ago for this episode, and how'd you do?
Never made it past the first level. Matter of fact, I think the most people I saved was 32.
Yeah.
And at one point, I killed as many as I saved. Yeah. And if you remember right, one of those times, one of them, I made it all the way back to base and I crashed the helicopter. I mean, how does that work?
You know what was bad? When he was coming in, he was in, out, real hard. I said, hold on now, you go too hard, you'll crash it. What does he do? Reverses, bam, dead. Game over.
Yeah.
And if he'd have landed that one, he'd actually beat the level.
Well, it landed in a fiery death, but it landed.
Yeah, it was the one time you had a chance to even beat that level. But
Didn't make it past first level at all.
no, not even a little bit. How'd the controls feel on this one?
It feels like a regular Nintendo. I mean, you got to press a little bit harder, I think, on the
D-pad?
Yeah, on the D-pad.
Yeah, the Sega was not the best at their first console. They kind of made a lot of mistakes. I mean, look at the box for the cartridge, and there's no art there. It's bleh.
But I am going to say with the Sega and the Nintendo, I don't have to worry about memorizing all them buttons. So I give that a thumbs up for both of them consoles. It's easy. Up, down, left, right, A, B.
Well, the easiest one he did was the Atari.
Yeah, let's not go with that
Just
one.
a joystick and 2 buttons.
We
No
already
pause
did.
button.
We already did that review. Let's go. Our story.
He didn't do much better on this one. I'm just saying.
Got it deep again.
So, yeah.
I don't like it, but I think out of the ones we've played so far, I'd play that one the most. I really do believe that.
Why do you say that?
For one, it's more realistic to me than the other two. Secondly, I mean, you got to spin the helicopter, go up, down, you shoot. You can fly it sideways and shoot sideways. I don't know. It just
Seems more like a complete game.
yes.
I can get behind that.
Until you're trying to pick up your guys and you land on one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, he like crushing them. I don't know why. I still haven't figured that one out.
It happens. I mean, what kind of dummy's gonna run underneath a helicopter?
I mean, they can do what they want, I guess. It's their life. I guess they just got tired of living it.
I guess so.
Oh, that's dark. That's really dark. Anyways, moving on. What about the graphics on this one? The graphics I thought were
They're
probably
alright.
the best, the most colorful for sure
Yes.
than the other two.
I wish you could have made it to more levels so I could have seen more.
I could show you the videos of it because I'm not playing through it again.
Well, I watched your videos, so I know what they look like. But me personally, I didn't make it. I didn't make it.
I guess all that matters is you tried.
Yeah.
It's got to count for something, right?
A for effort.
Well, like a C, but you know.
For cut. Deep.
We'll go with the C minus then.
That just puts a sharper edge on the C. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah. So, better graphics, more control. I mean, the controls felt pretty fluid to me in this game.
After I played the first level 18 times, yeah, I had them down.
I mean, that's all that matters.
Couldn't beat it, but I can spin that helicopter up, down, left, right, shoot. Got you.
Yeah. If only they'd given it a little bit more color on the box. Maybe the Master System would have actually done something.
Well, if you flip it over, it's got a little bit more color.
Not much. It's just 2 screenshots. See? I don't know how you can see that. But yeah, just 2 screenshots. If you were going to rate this one, what would you rate it?
It's gonna be low. I liked it more than Asteroids, but still couldn't beat it. Probably about 3. probably about 3 because,
It's
like
the
I said,
highest ranking you've given any of them.
well, look,
That shows you he's not a gamer when they're all below a 5.
yeah.
Simply because he couldn't beat 2 of them. Technically, one of them you don't even beat. You just play till you die.
And then the 2 asteroids in that one, I die very quickly. Very quickly.
Yeah. Out of the 3 I played, this is my favorite by far. The other 2, I like asteroids. But
like I said, you can do more on that one.
yeah.
It's
This was also a arcade game first, which, I mean, most games back in the day were just home ports of arcades anyways. Back when they actually didn't have anything they really needed to come up with, they just kind of did it. You know, hey, we got this great game already on arcade, why don't we just use it? And they did, quite a bit.
I can see how people spend a lot of money in arcades.
Especially on this one.
You die a lot, so you put another quarter in.
Yep.
At least that'd be
That's
my...
Choplifter for you. For the Sega Master System. A console I didn't even know existed up until recently. I thought Sega's first foray into the console deal was the Genesis, but it wasn't. It was the Master System in 1986. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Choplifter was a launch title. Pretty sure it was. That's why I did it.
This might be a stupid question.
What's that?
Launch title?
Opening day, when the console first goes on sale.
So that's the game that come with it?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I don't even think this game came with the console. In fact, none of these games came with their consoles, but I think they were all opening day, if I'm not mistaken. Choplifter, I'm not really 100% sure about, but the other 2 I know for sure were. I mean, I could be wrong. If I am, please let me know. But I'm not wrong often.
We don't make mistakes around here. No, not at all.
Quiet. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd give that one a 3. And if I played it more, I don't know.
Play it a lot better.
Huh?
You get to play it a lot better. And a lot more.
There we go with that C again. Cutting deep.
C minus. Still a C minus. You'll live. Well, we've talked about all 3 games here. 10-Yard Fight for the Nintendo Entertainment System, Asteroids for the Atari 7800, and Choplifter for the Sega Master System. And I got one question. Out of the 3, what was your favorite?
Choplifter.
Even though you couldn't beat it?
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah, Choplifter is definitely my favorite too.
It's still horrible. But, really, honestly...
Well, why do you say it's horrible? Because it's hard?
Because I couldn't beat it. I mean... Granted, what difficulty level was I on?
There is no difficulty level on that one. You just...
That's the problem. It ain't me. It ain't me. These people were mean back in
Level
the
1
day.
was the easiest level.
Hey, look, don't... I'm trying to make myself feel better here. But yeah, it was definitely Choplifter. Even though I couldn't beat it, couldn't get past the first level. I made it to the second level once. When I had a few too many beers, but
Yeah, it's
I
been
don't
a
really
minute
recall
ago.
that. But apparently I did.
I still won in points, though. Just to be
Hey, look, it's my time to talk.
What?
It's my turn. I'll give you the stick here in a minute.
You want to use that as a stick?
Yeah, just the talking stick.
Give me my pen.
Look, alright. But yes, it was my favorite. 10-yard fight was slow. Asteroids. Like I said, I couldn't control nothing.
That controller makes it a lot harder than it needs to be.
And you got more. There's more maneuverability on Choplifter. I mean, instead of shooting in a straight line, going around the screen, and this one, you don't pick no plays. you hike the ball and it's A or B, pass, whatever. So, yeah.
Yeah, which made that really incredibly boring. I mean, there's just...
An hour and a half of my life I'll never get back.
But you beat it. You're excited when you beat it.
I mean, I went out on top of winner.
Barely. Actually, I think the final score is 35-7.
Was it? I don't remember what score.
I don't remember either. It's been a minute.
But I did beat that one.
At least you had something.
Yeah.
So.
Not a gamer.
No. Y'all should see him when he does VR. That was funny. I don't have enough room in here to do that video, so I mean, I guess I could move some of this stuff out of here and we can.
And whatever you do, put your
VR.
console on the ground because the damn near ripped it out. If you don't.
Yeah, you ripped it off the dang stand. I'm glad it wasn't plugged. I didn't have a VR set up for my PC.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
Yeah, that'd have been bad. A little expensive to replace. PlayStation was at that time was the PS4 was $400, maybe $300 by that time.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, but that's been a minute too. So, but yeah, y'all can look forward to this type of episode going on. He may not really care for it too much because, I mean, I'm gonna make fun of him. I'm sure y'all are gonna make fun of him.
They're gonna love me. It's my actorial debut, y'all. Video games. I'm gonna make it big time. Signatures coming soon.
Yeah, we're gonna throw him in GeekCon in Shreveport. I've never been.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't go to those.
Me neither.
I mean, I've had the chance to go to some of those conventions, but I don't know. I guess I've always kind of wanted to go, at least once. See what they're about.
Yeah.
I mean, if his actorial debut actually does something, he's going to have to go. Y'all can help me make him.
I'm down.
We'll make sure he dresses better, too. What are you doing?
Just as long as it ain't with these.
Well, he's going to really love one of the next ones. It's called Barnyard Blaster for the Atari XE game system. Or ZEGS for short. That game sucks. It was almost as bad as 10-Yard Fight.
Huh.
Just wait, it's coming.
Yay.
I bet he could beat Barnyard Blaster, though.
Anybody want to take bets? Anybody want to take bets?
I'm not taking that bet.
Like and subscribe.
We're just supposed to comment that you'll take the bet. I'm pretty sure he can beat that one.
No money though. No money. No money.
Then why are you challenging him to a bet?
I have a feeling I'm gonna lose.
If you lose at Barnyard Blaster, you need to give up all your consoles that you do have.
I barely beat this one.
Oh, just wait till that video when I post it tomorrow.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Boneyard Blaster is. You'll see. It's coming up. But one thing I do, someone mentioned that maybe we should do this, and then I do my reviews. If y'all agree with that, let me know in the comment section below. I would really enjoy some feedback here. What I could do better, what we could do better to make this better. We would really appreciate it. So, especially because I do want to mention that this was not scripted, obviously. We decided to keep it more of a podcast, kind of open dialogue. Mostly because I don't think he could remember the script.
There you go with that cutting deep. You can't even make it through a full episode.
This is only our 4th section. I mean, come on.
But it feels like 8.
You'll live. You're a big boy.
I better. Yeah.
Better what?
I better live because eventually I have a feeling you're going to put some of my gameplay on this somewhere.
Yep.
And
I thought about recording his gameplay on these and then posting it as a deal at the end, but I decided not to.
I don't think he has enough memory on because not that one, not Team Dark Fight. And that one really went pretty quick because yeah, I died a lot quicker on that one. But this one right here, I played the longest, and I still didn't make it past the first level. That's what's sad. Yeah, I don't think he's got enough memory nowhere.
Oh, I got plenty of memory. I got 2 whole hard drives and a solid state drive on that computer to record it.
I might have to hide the camera.
That won't be using the camera.
No.
Be using a capture device.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was what was...
Wait a minute.
That's what was messing up whenever I was doing the deal earlier.
And he got me shot down.
No, I didn't. He's just terrible.
The screen went blank. And when it come back on, I was plummeting to the earth on fire. Okay? I mean, they might have shot at me before the screen went blank, but I'm just saying. Hey, it went blank, and then when it come back on, I blame you for that one.
Whatever.
Just saying.
Anyways, on our next episode, I'm looking forward to doing Boneyard Blaster, Rambo 3 for the Genesis, and I'm going to do an NEC TurboGrafx 16 game, assuming I can find a TurboGrafx 16 that someone's not asking $800 for, and it's not even in the box. It's kind of ridiculous, since the complete version of that's only going for $322. Complete in the box with every manual. Yet people are asking $800 for just the console. Sorry, it's not worth that. Don't mean to bust your bubble. What?
Little tidbit too. I'm injured. That's why I wasn't playing my best.
Wah.
I had a bobo. It was... Okay, I gotta quit there.
Yeah.
No, it didn't have nothing to do with the
It's
bobo.
just a splinter. A little bitty splinter. Itty bitty, itty bitty. Like I said, wah. What?
Cutting deep. Cutting real deep. There's gotta be a reason. That's it.
Excuses.
Yeah, I don't really have a good one, so I'm gonna stick with this one.
It still isn't a good one. It's horrible. Just saying.
Alright, so I wasn't direct on with the TV. I got vision problems.
What?
That one ain't gonna work neither?
No.
Okay. I tried.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work either. Anyways, I appreciate everybody coming by to check out the video.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, you get to see more of him. Maybe they'll get tired of seeing my ugly mug.
It hurts me. Oh.
Now look who's cutting deep. He doesn't know he's uglier than me.
Y'all seen my profile?
Anyways, guys, appreciate you stopping by. Have a good one.
Bye.